Every painter can run into problems such as bugs in the paint, dust and dirt, orange peel, even drips of water or paint. So today we're going to take a look at the solution to those problems, and that is wet sanding and buffing. The tools that we're going to be using today is a wool pad on a buffer. This is not a very expensive buffer. It's a 7-inch buffer polisher from Harbor Freight. We have McGuire's number 85 diamond cut compound 2.0, and we're going to be using 1,000 grit wet sand paper. And we have a bucket of water here with a squeegee to wipe off the water real quick to see our progress, and a t-shirt cut up for a rag. The first step is to wet sand the panel, and we're just going to fold this half sheet in thirds, just like this. We're going to fold it like that, and over again like that. And you'll want to make sure you do this nice and tight so that the sandpaper doesn't wrinkle up on you or fold up on you. So we got it folded over real good, real tight. So again, it's just folded in thirds like that. And then we're just going to throw that in the bucket of water. And the key is to stay away from the edges. Stay away from all edges. We're just going to work this nice open flat area, and we're going to come up close to the edge, but we're not even going to touch the edges. Edges over here, around the door handle up here, anything that has a sharp edge, we're staying away from. Then all you have to do is wet the surface. We're just going to start right here. And I like to go this way so that I don't make finger marks if you go this way. So I do a little bit of a circular motion like that, or like this, but never like that, because you'll get finger marks. So, and sometimes your paper will stick, but you don't worry about that. Just peel it off there and put some more water. And so we're going to sort of let the water drip down the panel, and we'll squeeze it anytime we need water. So here we go. And I'm just letting that water drip down as I need it. Otherwise your paper sticks. And as long as you got some water, and by the way, I do have a little bit of dish soap in the water. My dad used to say it would help the sandpaper to slide a little bit, and I'm not sure if it actually does that, but I always use it anyway. So it seems like it's cutting it down pretty fast, and so now that I got just this little area done, I can take the squeegee and sort of look at it. And I still see that I have a little bit more to go. I see a little bit of pits, a little bit of low spots. So we're going to take our rag, put it up here again, and let's keep going. And if you have the radio on, it's actually pretty relaxing. So now I'm only coming right up and around there, going real careful around the handle and staying away from all body lines and edges. And I just keep sanding, and eventually this should take about 15 minutes to do this door. Once I'm finished wet sanding this, I'll be back. After wet sanding and drying the panel, the next step is to buff it out. And we're just going to clean the pad real quick with an old screwdriver. like to put the compound on the wheel first so that it doesn't splash all over when you start to wheel. So I just do a circle like that. And then I rub it in there to the panel a little bit before I turn the wheel on, so I don't splash it everywhere. And this has adjustable speed, so you can turn it up a little bit. I have it on 3. And when I'm finished buffing this, I'll give you some good shots from different angles so you can see exactly what it looks like. And I'm staying away from the edges. I'm not getting right on that edge, I'm staying away from it. I might have to do that by hand if there's any spots on the edge that needs to be touched up. And the pad is going off the edge, not into the edge. So over here I'm going off the edge, but over here I'm going to have to turn the wheel like this. So off the edge, off the edge. And now I'm just going to throw a quick coat of wax on it, and then I'll give you some final views of what it looks like. And here's a few shots of the finished panel. So I hope you enjoyed this video on wet sanding and buffing a panel, just in case you run into a few problems. And if you did, and you'd like to get my latest videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.